Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Equity Guys pre-market video. My name is Chirag, an NISM certified technical analyst, and let's get into the view for today. Yesterday, we do see that Nifty did close, making that higher and higher formation, did respect S1 and S2 levels there, and as a result, we did close towards the positive, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Sensex. So, looking at the data for today, we do see that Nifty is trading at a premium of 33, the Nifty futures, and Bank Nifty futures is trading at a premium of 117 points. Moving over to the India Volatility Index, we do see that the India Volatility Index is down slightly by 0.04%, which is again for an intraday perspective being slightly on the bullish side there. Moving over to the crude oil levels is up slightly by about 0.87%. So for an intraday perspective, that is very slightly bearish. But then um, looking at how it is trading below the pre-COVID levels, which is 6,500, the overall perspective of crude oil is still bullish. Coming over to GIFT Nifty, we see a very neutral open in GIFT Nifty. So we should see whether we are going to be going up or going down today with the rest of the data. Gold bees again is down 0.3%, and silver bees is down 2.2% for the day. So bearish looking at gold and silver bees. Moving over to the sectoral indices, we do see that auto and BankX are on the negative side, and IT is again the only one that is extremely positive here. Even the industrials area is also slightly negative. Overall view here is negative on the sectors here, but IT is doing extremely positive, so that should have some of it, that should carry some of the impact here. Moving on to the NSE data here, we do see that there is quite a bit of positive sentiments from the stocks. About 1,711 advances with about 1,263 declines. We see overall there are more advances and declines here, giving that positive sentiments towards the stocks here. Moving over to the FII DII data, the FII is again starting to sell in the cash market. We see about 1,000 crores being sold in the cash market, but the DII is equally matching that 1,000 crores selling, which is extremely positive there. In the FNO segment, we do see that FIIs are selling about 300 crores in index futures, and then in stock futures, we see about 1,000 crores of selling in the stock futures there. So overall, the data is pretty bearish coming from FIIs, especially with a lot of selling going on in the market. Looking at advance decline ratio, quite neutral. We are at 26 advances, 24 declines in Nifty, and about 2 advances and about 10 declines in Bank Nifty, which is Bank Nifty being on the negative side here. Looking over at option chain here on the right side, which is puts, you see that there is selling on both sides, in the money and out of the money, and on the left sides, which is calls, you see buying in the money and selling out of the money. So this is looking more on the bullish side here. So we are kind of looking at major supports. So we are sitting exactly at 2550 levels in this in Nifty right now. So 25,500 is a key support, is based on option chain, looking at the volumes, and that is where the market would come down, take support, and then probably go back up from there. Looking at the global indexes, we do see that US is up, or pretty neutral in Dow Jones. S&P 500 is down by 0.24%, and Nasdaq is down by 0.67%. So definitely um, bearish view on the European side. Looking at Europe, DAX down 0.6%, FTSE up 1.8%, and CAC down 0.08%. This is definitely a neutral view here, because DAX being down, FTSE being up, and CAC being pretty neutral here. So kind of a neutral view, but slightly towards the bearish side in the European front here. Finally, coming over to the Asian markets, Nikkei down about 0.5%, and that is running, and Kospi up 0.9% here. Looking at the nature, we do see that Nikkei started with a gap down, had a good recovery to come fill the gap, and then again continued its downtrend here. That is a possibility that could happen today in the Indian markets, but let's continue. Let's discuss all the possibilities. Looking at the Indian ADRs, we do see good amount of buying in all Indian companies except for Dr. Reddy's. We see a slight bit of selling there, but overall, very bullish data coming in from Indian ADRs. Coming to the futures segment, we see the US futures is down on all aspects, 0.15% down for US 30, 0.12% down for US 500, and about 0.1% down for US Tech 100. So, looking at where the index is right now, the index is at a very overbought time frame. So, it's at a spot where the the rally could go up to about 2600 levels, or it can even go down to 2400 levels, depending on how the rally is to come fill these gaps down here, right? And one thing that is possible from Nifty is that 5% going on the downside and then taking a recovery back up till all time high. But we have to see whether there will be a recovery or not. That will be decided on Friday. So we kind of have to wait till then. But till then, what we can do is, we can mark our supports, resistances, and trade in those ranges. We can trade our setup completely effectively. And today again, we should possibly see if it could be a range bound day, because it has been going up and up. If it is going to be a range bound day, or it will be a sort of a buy on dip day, again that determines on that 15-minute candle breakout or breakdown again. But overall, guys, trade your setup, trade one index, trade one time frame. Make sure you guys are trading effectively, and see you guys tomorrow for the next video.